Okay, so yeah, so far we know these two tools. Maybe next session onwards, we'll try these tools, Wireshark. And we'll start some Linux fundamentals, maybe. Kali Linux, Kali Linux, all are very similar. So Linux is the base idea. Everything is like subpart. But today we'll do firewalls first. So firewalls is definitely important concept. I think it's better to do firewall. So in a way, you can think what's a firewall like? So it's more like a what do you say? You can say you can think like a device also, a physical device, hardware, let's say. It's almost like a wall, right? For example, there are two rooms here. If there is a wall in between, the one people cannot hear the other people because the wall is physically there. Sometimes firewalls could be a software also. Software means it's just a program. A program sits in your computer. Example, if you use Windows, so there is a different Windows firewall. It's always on. Example, Windows firewall. It's always on your computer. Always on. Anytime any malicious link or anything you downloaded it, the firewall will detect it. Like, hey, you're downloading something. I mean, this file is not. It can either remove that file or it can trigger some warning. It depends on the file to file. So yeah, firewalls means it's either a physical hardware or a software inside your computer or any device that blocks the traffic or that blocks malicious traffic, let's call it. Spelling wrong, but let's say malicious traffic. Something like this. Example, we can take some Cisco only. Let's go to Cisco Packet Tracer. We can simulate it also, firewalls, but not fully. But at least I'll try to see what I can do. Or we can go open any other cloud and we'll see. So let's say I'll take some systems, very rough, very simple. I'll take a switch. I'll just basic connect, like. Very basic, like. We all know this. And I can call this as a local network. Some color, whatever. It's one network, you can say. Now I'll take something like a router, maybe any router, doesn't matter. I'll just make a small connection. And this side, think of like internet. Internet means bunch of devices. I can take this also. Or let's see if I can take any other. I can take this. Sorry. Yeah, I can take this. You can call this as internet, let's say. Let's say this is internet outside. And let's give connection. Connection is simple. From here to here. It's very simple connection. So this is our local network. Like 3-4 computers are there. This is internet, let's call it. External outside thing. So basically a firewall can be sitting somewhere here. It could be either physical or it could be like a software. So I think physically, I don't think it supports on Cisco Packet Tracer, but you can configure some software rules actually. We call something like ACL, which means I'll tell you. ACL means access, I think control list or something. Access control list, which means a set of rules. A set of rules by us. A set of network traffic rules, let's say. So traffic rules, that's just like our traffic, right? For example, if there is a small road, we would not let a big truck enter into the traffic because it's a rule. It's a small road, obviously you can't allow the big truck. So just like traffic rules, we also create a set of rules. We create a list of rules. That's what we call access control list, which means we can say rule number 1, rule number 2, Rule number 3, you can add as many rules as you like. And so that's how we call access control list. The list maintains all these rules. So there are also two types of things. One is incoming, another is outgoing. Outgoing. We call inbound and outbound technically. Inbound rules and outbound rules. So let's see one by one. Inbound rules means traffic coming to our local network. So just like this. So let's say inbound means from outside, it's coming inside. Let's say incoming call. Incoming means somebody is calling you. It's not in your control, somebody is calling you. So that means we can set a rules that who can call you. That's what incoming or inbound, let's say. Again, a set of rules from to stop external stuff, external traffic. Let's say. Now we can set also outbound rules. Outbound rules means from your side, like from your network, who you can call, what you can do. You can also set rules for your computer. Hey, I can call this, I can call this. Typically, outbound rules we care less. Mostly, most computers have outbound rules fully, which means you can access anybody. You can call anybody. So that is where it triggers some problems. But most by default, outbound means usually we don't set any rules. Yeah, you can call anybody, but it's still you can think like a set of rules from our network, our devices. By default, mostly people allow everything. From outside, outbound, usually people don't care. But again, that's where security is a big part. But typically, incoming is what you mostly focus. Like who is coming to your door? Who's coming to your door is what you mostly focus. Of course, you focus outbound also, but by default, you want to access everything. Yeah, so just want to pause and see any question up to this point. Any question up to this point? So we understand what firewall is. It's either physical hardware or software. It sits in between your network, some other network. It blocks the malicious traffic or unwanted traffic, something. And if it says physical hardware, that is a different. But if it's a software, you create a list called access control list, which is like a set of rules you create. You have both rules, incoming rules, inbound rules, and outbound rules. Inbound means who is coming to you from external. Outbound means who you can reach from your side. So that's the high-level summary of firewalls. Yeah. Any question up to this point? Any question up to this point, firewalls? Let me see if we can create some list router. Let me check. Configure. Okay, you can write rules. Okay, that's a question. Okay, how many types of firewalls? Okay, so there are a couple of types. We'll see that types. I'm just looking where you can write the rules. You can write rules here also actually. In CLI means command line interface. You can write commands to the router here. I can say your ping something. Again, I'm not configured all these things. IP address, nothing configured. But after config, I can write rules. Yeah, let's see different types of firewalls. So there are actually a lot more types of firewalls. So as I told you, one is physical hardware we can call network firewall. Maybe that's good. I don't know the exact names, but you can say device firewalls also. You can say cloud firewall also, cloud firewall. Uh, there are a couple of names, but before you do types, I just want to tell you, think firewall like a security guard in metro stations. Security scanning, uh, security scanning in let's say stations, metro station, metro station example. So let's say what happens. You go to metro, what is the first thing you do? You scan your items, you scan your bag, whatever. They will make a scan, scan your belongings, let's say. So now tell me, what type of scan is it? For example, let's say you carry a knife, let's say. Do you think you will get in trouble in metro, let's say, normal metro train stations? You scan, you carry a kind of like a small knife or matchbox or some lighter, whatever it's called. Do you think you will be stopped or something? Probably not actually. That's where there's a normal, we call normal inspection, deep inspection. So for example, if you go with a lighter, let's say, example, fire lighter, in metro station, maybe they won't care. They won't care. But if you carry lighter in airport scan, airport luggage check, airport luggage check. If you carry in the same lighter, do you think you will be stopped? Yes, they will stop it. So, of course, same lighter, same object, but if you go for normal metro station, they usually allow it. So that's what we can say normal inspection, very basic inspection. But if you carry the same lighter on airport, you will be like, stop, hey, they will remove the lighter, they will be like, so that's what they call deep inspection. So there are two types of inspection. One either basic, I don't know exact term, but we can find it. Let me see. I call normal inspection, but there is a name for it actually. Let's see. Stateful. We call normal stateless, yes. Stateless firewall. I'll just call normal inspection. Just scan for main threads, not like a full example item. The other is deep inspection. They call stateful. Stateful light. So they carry everything. You can see lighter is not allowed, right? Yeah, anyway, these are some of the examples. Basic filter, stateless, deep inspection. Anyway, yeah, so let's say we call stateful, stateless, stateful. So firewalls also can be two types, either basic inspection or basic firewall, let's say, or deep inspection. They call, I think, next generation firewall or something. But let's see. So exact names, I need to find it, but I know that high level. So these are exact names. Yeah, you can see next generation firewalls. So this is full deep inspection right here. So I'll see one by one, maybe. You can see hardware firewall, cloud firewall, you can see. Yeah, let's do one by one. First was device firewall I call. Let's call hardware. Hardware firewall. So hardware firewall means you already know, like hardware means a physical device that filters the traffic. You can think like a gate between two things, like most. It's hardware, it's like physical hardware firewall. Let's see some images, maybe. Yeah, so these are some of the firewalls. Yeah, you can see something like this, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, you can see. You can see internet is coming from your, let's say modem, they call that's internet. You have a physical device. The physical device actually filters the traffic. If malicious traffic comes, they stop here. If good traffic, they allow. It's a physical device. Something like that. So that is one. That is what we call hardware firewall. Then we call software firewall. That all we know. Software. That's it. Let's do one by one. Let's say hardware. This one. Software. Software means a bunch of rules only in a way. Installed on your devices mostly. Controls incoming and outgoing traffic. Example, your Windows firewall is an example. Example, software firewall, Windows. If you look at, you can see Windows firewall. So let's see some images. Yeah, so we can install software firewalls also, like external, but you can go to some settings. You will see, like, I don't know much about Windows because I haven't used a long period of time. Yeah, control panel, security systems. Windows Defender, you see, that's what. By the way, it's usually on only unless you turn it off. Yeah, just a second. Okay. 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 Yeah. So Windows firewall is, you can see some settings also. You can change settings. Allow, public, private. We can see. Yeah, something like that. So that's a software firewall usually. It just sits on your device, like OS. Then there is a cloud firewall. So I'll tell you what that is. Cloud firewall. So this is like, for example, right? We have our platform, this platform. So this platform actually hosted on cloud. Cloud means, uh, cloud means not my computer, somebody else's computer. So let's say I hosted this platform actually on AWS cloud. So if somebody is attacking this platform, attacking means, let's say somebody is giving bunch of email IDs, bunch of passwords, they're trying to decode, like, so imagine that they are making requests, they are making hundreds of requests, let's say, through this to this platform, let's say. So obviously, if I don't use firewall, I will be like, my website is going to be bad. Right? They will, I mean, my website might be attacked. Maybe somebody crack email ID password, maybe. But see, AWS provides one firewall we call, I think, WAF, they call web application firewall. It's their internal thing, web application firewall. Firewall, maybe I can get some context. There are a bunch of them, but let's say web application firewall. So if somebody it blocks the bots, scrapers, high request volume, you can see. If somebody is continuously trying, it will give them the request like, hey, stop it, like. Or it will filter by IP, it will check their headers, it will block some like attacks, like SQL injection, XSS attacks. So it will do it. I don't need to do install anything. I just basically check box like, yeah, I can block the send IP. It can block the permanently. Yeah, it depends on, or it can provide the capture. Yeah, it depends on the things. So this is a cloud firewall, not a physical, not software. It's on the cloud somewhere. Since I use AWS, I know this. I'm pretty sure other clouds also have their own firewalls. Yeah, that's also, it's a deep inspection in a way. It inspects it. That's one firewall type. And there is also network firewall, but let's see if it's giving or not. Okay, they just give a basic one. Packet filtering firewall. It basically does simple checks. It checks the packet means whenever you make a request, it sends as a packet. So they call packet. It checks for headers, IP protocol. Just do basic checking. So there is something called proxy firewall. So maybe this you should know. This is good to know, proxy. So proxy means it's a, this image is good. Proxy is like a middleman. I think it's not visible. Let's try another one. This is good. So the term proxy means, so proxy means it's not like a, it's like you're using, so how do you say, like, it's like, let's say I ask you one information, but I don't directly ask you. I'll take some guy. I ask that guy, hey, you go get the information on behalf of me. So I'm using a third guy to ask the information. Now, from your side, you don't know me because you get the ask, you got the information from the other guy. You think that the other guy was asking information, but actually not the other guy was asking, I'm asking. In a way, I'm using the middleman to talk to you. In a way, you don't know me. So that is what proxy means. Proxy means I won't interact with you directly. I would interact with via some central third party guy. So that's what proxy firewall means. Just like internet only. Let's if I make a request, I will not make a request directly from my computer or my IP. I will use some third party device. I'll make a request there. That request will go there. A response comes, response. In a way, it provides the safety because central guy is there. We call them proxy. Right? That's what proxy means. Proxy firewall also same. Like I don't talk to you directly or internet directly. I'll use some central guy. That central guy, central device, whatever, is going to take care of everything. In a way, privacy is there. So I'm not exposed to the internet. Some middle device or middle person is there. So that's what proxy firewall means. So again, it's also useful to act as intermediate between user and internet, like middleman. You can think like. Yeah, so that's what proxy firewall commonly used people. Then there is this one, next generation firewall. So this is also good. This is what people use, when companies use, not people. So this is more like a very deep inspection, like you can think like airport security. It checks everything, like even a full body scanner, face recognition, background check. It does a lot more. Just think like airport security. So if you go to airport, they will check everything, like even a small minor thing, they won't do. Mostly enterprises, companies, data centers use this one, next generation firewall, because obviously they scan everything. It's important for them. There are a few things that are not much required. Circuit level. Circuit level, I don't think it's that required, but you can try like it's low level security, VPN connections and everything. This I'm not that much into it, but I know mostly hardware firewall we know, software we know, cloud we know, next generation we know, proxy sometimes. Somewhere. These are basic firewalls, basic inspections most. So these are different types of firewalls. Depends on your application, you can use it. You can see home users mostly use software firewalls. Example, Mac OS firewall is there. Windows Defender firewall is there. Maybe small businesses might prefer the basic firewall, maybe a physical hardware. Big companies like enterprises They use next generation proxy, this kind of thing. Cloud people use cloud firewalls. Whatever the cloud you use, they use that firewalls. Mostly these 4 5 is good. Like, yeah. Any question? Anything up to this point? Let's use ACL. Let's try to make it ACL live on Cisco Packet Tracer. So we'll see. So I already told you ACL. ACL means a set of rules. You can see to allow or deny traffic, accept or reject mostly. Sorry. Okay. The rules can be like this. Let's make simple rules. Let's make some rules on Cisco Packet Tracer. Cisco Packet Tracer have a router, local network, and the cloud PT cloud PT. Let's make some rules, ACL rules on Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, whatever. So these are the rules. You see, the first rule is something like this: allow only HTTP to external network. Which means, yeah, as I told you, there are two types: incoming and outgoing. You can see the first one. Let's say apply on outgoing traffic towards PT cloud. Wait, let's see. Block a specific PC from internet. Okay. Allow only ping command. Okay, these are complex, but let's try simple ones. First is allow all. Give me inbound first, then outbound. First, let's see inbound. Inbound means what is the traffic coming to us? So inbound means this. Allow only this PC to access the router. So there is a rule like only this PC only can access the router. That's a rule they're asking. Deny any. Deny means nothing can reach. Like, that's one rule. Again, you can make up rules. There is no good rule or bad rule. It depends on your interest. But you can see these commands are there, right? You can configure these commands. Let's say I copy this. I can go to router. Let's say I can go here. Here I can paste it. I cannot paste it. Paste. Let's see. Um, paste. Yeah, first I have to give all the IPs and everything. Setup. I have to set up. Yeah, I have to set up the IP address and everything. Right now, we not set up anything. Just diagram of it. But assuming that you have done all IP configuration year and year, you want to make a ACL something, you can simply go here, add these commands. Simple access list. If you permit, you ask permit. Deny means deny. You will give the IP address. Any means any computer. Yeah, different protocols. And again, we don't get into these things right now because this is just simulation, not real. Yeah, just want to show you like different types of, different ways to block it. Let's do one thing then. Let's do one thing. I can make a request like I can only make, okay, let's say from internet, I only receive SSH, but we don't have SSH right now. So let's make a simple one. From internet, I only want to receive HTTPS, not HTTP. Okay, let's say a specific IP. So this is just one rule. This is one. It's saying something like this. I'm saying that from internet, like this internet, I only want to receive requests from this IP only, which means other than this IP, no other IP can access my local network. So that's the rule. Permit IP, this IP only. Deny IP, anything. Okay. So this is one, this is two. That's one. You can say inbound also same, the other side. Yeah, something like that. This is another one, which is more like a certain ports. If you only want to open port 80, we can make it like that. Again, these commands, again, we can learn it, but it's no point. They will change as you change the routers. But I just want to show you that this is how you can configure rules on this one. You can configure rules like this here. Now you try to send a message from here to there, it will stop. So maybe there is a project actually done by the previous person. Maybe I can send it to you, which acts like a browser, firewall here. There is one network here, there is another network here. They interact with each other with specific rules. It's not like all. It takes some time to configure everything. So I'll just send you the project on direct PKT file. You can try to analyze it. You can see the rules, all everything here on. Yes, any question up to this point? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what actually I was looking yesterday. That one,
Sorry,
the
sorry.
one which you have given the
Sorry. Yeah.
South here, sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, actually you have given the projects, right? So yesterday I just choose the fifth one.
Okay.
But I have completed everything. But in that question, it's stating that the one piece should be only allows the traffic to the from the internet, okay? But every remaining pieces should be blocked.
Right,
Then
right.
here we have to use it differently ACLs. But in question, it's showing that stating that the ACL should not be used.
Okay.
Without using ACLs, we have to be cover this point actually. So I didn't get that actually. Using ACLs, it's not possible to block the other APIs actually.
Yes. In Cisco packet
So that
tracer, you cannot do that actually. You have
yeah,
to use ACL only.
yes.
But let me go back and check it. But I think since you understand ACL now, it's better to use ACL only. Since
Yes, got it.
this
Yeah, that's
project
what I
is,
just confused. Like without using ACL, how can it possible to
yeah, it's
deny the
possible.
IPs?
With
Yeah,
Cisco packet tracer, it's not. Uh, it's possible in real
yeah,
life.
got it.
In here,
Mm.
maybe since this is a real time project, maybe they don't assume that Cisco packet tracer has limitations. But in real life, you can. But here you can. So maybe you could use ACL for now. But I'll see if there is
Okay,
any way I can think way. Maybe I can explain. We'll see.
okay,
But right now you can use ACL. So yeah, again, into projects, some things I gave you as some topics I did not tell you, but I gave you anyway, so that I want you to figure it out. But now since firewalls concept also is done, in a way you have now better idea. Now in your project, you can make even rules now, like this rule, that rule. You can even do more complex stuff. So maybe I can
okay,
see more firewalls on AWS also, but again, too much things you don't need to know right now. But I'll definitely show you Cloud Firewall, how Cloud Firewall works on AWS, because entire our platform running on cloud only, AWS. So I can tell you end-to-end design of entire site, but that's for later part. Maybe right now it's too much, I believe, but we can see how we can generate firewall, I can attack it. Maybe I can send thousands of requests. It will block my IP. Like that's also possible. But for now, I think if you have this much understanding, that's good only. Uh, if you could do some Cisco packet tracer rules also, that's even better. But this is good enough to know enough networking for you at this time. So as we go in the future, we'll learn more. But at this time, if you know this much, that is good enough, at least from my side. That's what I say. Types of firewalls, states of firewalls, inbound, outbound, ACL, basic understanding, definition. Yeah, any questions till now?